My name is Mad Skills, and you are now tuned into the Spark Something podcast. And right here, I want you guys to be the best version of yourself. I want you to live out the life that God is calling you to live out, because there'll never be another you. And no one else can do it the way that you can do it. Not with the flavor God has given you. So with that being said, welcome to the show. Let's go. Yo guys, what's going on? It's your girl Mad Skills. Welcome to another episode of the Spark Something podcast. Thank you guys so much for coming back, for lending me your ears one more again. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with the kid, to rock with your girl, because I'm going to rock with you. When you rock with me, we going to rock together. You feel me? Bars. That all rhyme. I like that. I wasn't even trying. But God, you know. But I want to do this episode, and I'm gonna drop this before the episode is actually in a couple days, actually, because I want you guys to get this early, because I'm about to go on a mini vacation. So I'm about to go and see somebody that's near and dear to my heart, and somebody that actually was an answered prayer. I mentioned her a couple times on the episode, but it is my friend, my sister, and my Thelma. To I'm Louise, she's Thelma, because my middle name is Louise. Blame my grandmother and my dad's side of the family, and also my mom for allowing that. But here we are. But she is my Thelma. I am her Louise, and she has been a beautiful soul that God has blessed me with. We met in college. We both prayed for someone that we both prayed to God that He will bring us someone that we would not only be able to connect with, but that loved Him. And she has been an encouragement to me in my life. And I don't know if I would have made it this far without her. And she has been an image to who God is. And I am honored and grateful that God answered my prayers and sent her to me, and her and her beautiful family, and how she has just encouraged me. And I'm blessed to call her a sister, to call her a friend, and for her to be a part of my life, because it's definitely changed me as a person for the better. This episode probably isn't going to be extremely long, but it's going to be extremely influential to whoever it's for. I want to really talk to you guys about how important it is to have people in your life that want to see you win, to have people that are in your life that want to actually see you at your best, that believe that you deserve all good things, that believe in you and believe in what you believe in, and they're willing to pour into you, and they're willing to walk with you through some things and pray you through some things and pray with you and go to God on your behalf and fast for you and fast with you, and just really live life with you. And it's a beautiful thing when you begin to pray and you talk to God, and God begins to send you your tribe of people. And I have, right now my tribe is solid, and I'm grateful for the people that God has placed into my life. And Wendy is one of those people that I'm just like, God, you were mad good to me when you sent her to me, to be a friend, to be a partner, to be a sister. And it's been a beautiful journey ever since. And I'm grateful to have her as a friend. So I have to do this episode, because when you begin to get intentional, because I talk about, you having to walk away from people, and then I talk about God sending you people, but I don't always highlight my people. I don't always mention my people. But to have someone in my life, not someone, but to have Wendy be a part of my life and for her to be an answered prayer. You guys will get the scoop and everything because me and her are actually going to sit down and we're going to do a podcast episode. But I want to do this episode before I actually get to South Carolina, before we meet up for a few days and get some stuff done. And I'm celebrating my birthday there. So my birthday will be next Wednesday on the 19th, or in a couple days. I'm going to say in a couple days. But my birthday will be in a couple days on the 19th. And I know this is going to be a blessing because I have no idea what I'm in for, but I know that God is open the door and he allowed me to know that this isn't just like a vacation, that there's some stuff that I have to do that needs to be done while I'm there, and I'm willing to take care of this stuff. So I'm very, very excited that I get the opportunity to spend it with someone that I hold near and dear to my heart. But when you begin to pray and you ask God for your tribe, I'm going to be honest with you. Please be very, very specific. Be very, very concise. Be intentional about what you pray about when you begin to ask God for people. One thing that I've learned, the older I get and the closer I get to God, the more I need genuine people around me that actually care about me. You feel me? The more you need people around you that actually love you. Like, they not only love you, but they like you. Because it's a difference. It's a difference, shorty. Trust me, it's a difference. You need people around you that actually aren't intimidated by you. They're not intimidated by your spirit. They're not intimidated by your presence. They're not intimidated by your success. You need people around you that really want to see you win. And it's a lot of y'all out here. And I've been there to where you have people around you that really don't want to pour into you, sow into you. They don't want to see you win. But it's also a lot of us, because I'm gonna put us, because I don't want to say y'all. I don't want y'all to be, feel no type of way. But it's also a lot of us out there that's not putting in any work, but you want people to pour into an empty cup while you're not even willing to pour into your own cup, but you want them to pour into what you're not willing to pour into. And you get upset because you feel like, you should be supporting. That's a whole nother episode, but you see where I'm going with that. You should be supporting what should they be supporting? So when you have people that are around you and you pray and you're intentional about what you pray about, because when I tell you I prayed for Wendy, and my sis about to get this whole episode because she might listen to this. I don't know. But if she does, sis, I love you. I appreciate you. I love the family. I cannot wait to come to South Carolina to see you guys. But when you begin to be intentional about your prayers and you begin to really seek God about people, especially when you've had to let go of people, and God begins to open up the door for people to come in. Because the thing about it is, I didn't just want to pray for God to send me people. I needed God to heal my heart first. I needed my heart to be ready. I needed my life to be ready. I needed my hands to be ready to receive, and my mind to be ready to receive, and my heart to be ready to receive, my life to be ready to receive this person or these people that he is about to send. Because these people aren't just going to be a plus for me. My life also has to be in alignment to be able to pour into them whatever they need to receive from me. So I didn't understand that at first. All of these things that I'm telling you, I didn't pray for this stuff when I prayed for Wendy. And I didn't even pray for Wendy. I prayed for God to send me a friend. I prayed for God to send me a companion. I prayed for God to send me someone that would love me the way He does, and that would be someone that was a sister, someone that was a friend, someone that I could really just go through life with. And the thing about it is, I didn't ask for a friend. I didn't say, God, send me a friend. The crazy part about it is, I said, God, can you send me a companion? Send me a companion. Send me a companion that I could go through life with, that's a sister. And I needed someone fast. I needed someone fast because I was in college and I didn't have anybody in there. I didn't have anybody with me that um I didn't have anybody with me that I knew. So when we talk about companionship, a lot of people think marriage, they think relationships, and I don't mean like platonic, they think relational, like sexual relationships. I was asking God to really send me a friend. Now, the definition of the word companionship, the Google definition, the Oxford language definition, is a feeling of fellowship or friendship. The similar word for companionship is friendship, fellowship, closeness, togetherness. So, all of these words: company, sisterhood, brotherhood, association, acquaintance. So, this is what I was asking God to send me. Because normally I'd be like, God, just send me somebody that cares about me. Send me a friend. I didn't just want a friend. I used the word specifically companionship. I know, not companionship. I used the word companion specifically. And that's what I asked God for. I said, God, I don't have anybody up here. I'm up here in South Carolina. I'm in college. I had people that I knew. I had people that I loved. But you know how and I had this conversation with my cousin. And my cousin, she's eventually gonna be on the show too. We gonna have y'all have to meet my cousin Carmen. Like, I have to introduce y'all to Carmen, because Carmen's been like, she's been a staple in my life, in my adulthood, and I can't have y'all going through episode after episode and not knowing who Carmen is. So when I asked God to send me a companion, y'all gotta understand where I was in college at this time. So I was alone. Anthony had came back to Florida. I was up there, and I had been up there for a couple years, and this was actually my junior year. I believe it was my junior year of college. And I had been up there for a while. Been up there for a minute. And I met, I had friends. I met some friends while I was up there, but you know how you have certain people, and I'm not going to say everybody because everybody wasn't like this, but you know how you are always, well, you know how you're the one that everybody comes to, but you don't always have somebody to go to. You feel me? And you're that friend that everybody comes to. So I was like, God, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. And you know how you can't tell everybody everything. So you have to sometimes be selective of what you say, because not everybody, if you're the strong friend, and I don't like using that term, but if you're someone that is really close to God, and this goes for my pastors or my ministers, anybody that's in ministry, and I mean like really, really in ministry, and you really love God and you're serving Him and serving people. If you're serving God's people, there's very few ministers or leaders that have someone that they can go to. It's like being a pastor and your congregation comes to you, or you being a teacher or a parent, and the person that you're like a guardian over, or as a pastor, the pastor of a church and your members are coming to you. They're coming to you for counseling. You're ministering to them on Sunday mornings if you do Sunday morning or Bible study or whatever. They are looking to you because you are the pastor or the minister or someone that is encouraging them in that moment. They're looking at you or preaching to them or ministering to them in that moment. Imagine it being the other way around, to where you are the leader, and you as a leader, or you as the person that everybody comes to, is now trying to go to everybody that comes to you and pour out yourself, or for a second be human. For a second talk about some of the things that bother you, and people are like, whoa. Have you ever had that? Like, I'm asking y'all, like y'all can answer me, but you might be able to answer me, because I'm gonna put a question. I'm gonna put a poll, and maybe y'all can go ahead and respond. But if you've ever had that happen to you, where you're now the person that needs someone to go to, you're the go-to, but now you need somebody to go to, and you don't have anybody to go to. So I asked God for a companion, and I asked God to really send me somebody that had a heart for Him, that really loved Him and loved people and served people, and that I could really be a friend with, and I can share some of the most intimate moments. And I'm not being weird, you know? I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about moments to where I actually am not at my best. Like, I can share those moments where I'm not fully okay. Those intimate moments are what I'm talking about. And I'm not being judged. I'm not being looked at crazy. And I was like, God, please, because I'm in a space in my life, and I'm in a space in college to where I'm alone. I feel alone. I feel like I don't have anybody anymore up here. And I was not happy. One day I just prayed about it, and I went to God, and I was like, God, I need, and I didn't even, I prayed and I spoke to God because I knew I couldn't go to somebody else. So I'm like, God, I don't know how this works, but I'm gonna come to you because you're the only one that I got. I need someone that loves you. I need a companion. I need a friend. I need someone that I can be vulnerable with. And God sent me Wendy. But the crazy part about it is, from my understanding, the conversation that we had, she prayed the same prayer around the same time I prayed mine. And how we met, I might leave that for part 2. I might leave how we met for part 2, but we'll also, when we meet up, the following episode will probably be about how we met and the whole underlying story. But I'm really just talking to you guys about praying to God about having a companion, and God beginning to send someone my way that can become a part of my tribe. And Wendy, my sister, my friend, someone that is near and dear to my heart. And it ain't a lot of people that I would lay my life down for. But her, I'm gonna step about her. Like, I'm going to bat for her. I will lay someone out for her. And David's her husband, and them kids. And when I say them kids, I mean my godchildren. I will lay someone smooth out for that family. And He honored not only my prayer but hers. And she became a part of the tribe. And I knew that God honored prayer just by the conversation and how it actually started. Like how we actually was like, hey, well, I prayed this. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. I prayed too. It's like, whoa. And when we first met, it was like we had mutual friends. We had mutual acquaintances. And her friends knew my friends, but her friends also knew me. My friends knew her friends, and my friends also knew her, but we didn't know each other. So they were, when they saw her, they was like, yo, you remind me of Netta, you should really meet her. And when her friends saw me, it was like, yo, you remind me of Wendy, you should really meet her. It's crazy because they were saying the same thing to her. And I was like, yo, who is this girl? I have, like, y'all telling me that like I gotta meet her. And it wasn't much longer after the prayer. I don't know how much, I can't tell you the time span it was after we prayed and the time span it was after we kept hearing, yo, you gotta meet Wendy. I kept hearing that and she kept hearing, yo, you gotta meet Netta. And from there it was just like we eventually met. And it's crazy how God is so intentional. And that had to be, see, my junior year of college, because I graduated. My junior year of college had to be like 2012, 2013, 2012 actually, because 2013, 2014 was going into my senior year. So I believe I met Wendy in like 2012. So I've known her now for like 11 years. That's wild. That's crazy. About 10, 11 years we've known each other now. That is insane. So yeah, you guys, she about to be the first guest on the show. And I can't wait until I get there, because this about to be lit. Because I already told her, I'm like, yo, I need you to be a part of this. I need my people to begin to hear and to really like get to know like my people. I need my people on my episodes that be listening in to really know, like, y'all, I gotta introduce y'all to my circle. Like, she not the only one. I got Wendy, I got Drea. Eventually me and Drea gotta get in the same room. Like, um, I've known Drea since high school. That was like another one that God just, I showed up at a new high school, and my aunt actually introduced me to Drea, I believe. And we were a part of First Priority. And if y'all ain't got First Priority at your high school now, like, that's trash. They need to bring it back if it's not there still. But First Priority, and then I got my cousin Carmen, and I'm just like, yo, it's, I got like a circle of people. I got my friend Lene, who's also like, God knew what he was doing. I got Giovanna. I got a couple of my guy friends that I need to get on this podcast too. Like, it's so many of them. But I ain't finna sit here and go down the whole list, because I know how people are. Like, yo, you ain't say my name. I'm sorry, bro. I love you. Like, I love you. And I gotta introduce you to like my circle of people that I really rock with, cause they some heavy steppers in the kingdom. I'm not gonna front with y'all. I'm not rocking with no wimpy kids. Like, they real big bosses out here in the kingdom, and they will pray for me, and they will go off about me, and vice versa. The feelings are mutual. I love my circle of people. Um, but nah, I just had to give y'all a little intro, because in a couple days I'm leaving for my vacation, and I'm gonna be in South Carolina shooting probably my next episode, and I want y'all to, come on this journey with me. I'm gonna get some stuff done, shoot some stuff, and do some work in South Carolina with Wendy, because she's also a dope photographer. So she's about to get me right, and I'm excited. So I need y'all to come on this journey. This episode this episode was just an intro. I just needed to introduce her to y'all before we actually did the episode together. But we're going to get more in detail and talk about more stuff when we connect. I can't wait. I'm excited. I am super duper excited. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for listening in to another episode of the Spark Something podcast. This has been your girl, Mad Skills. Let me back that up. Hold on. I can't go out like that. Yo, this has been your girl, Mad Skills. This is another episode of the Spark Something podcast. And I hope this sparks some in your life. And I'm out. Peace, baby.